before the rise of modern religion, before the names we know today. The Yoruba people spoke with gods in forests older than memory and rivers that have never forgotten. Something ancient still lingers, not stories, not myths, but power. These forces were not distant. They were present, alive in fire, in thunder, in the unseen. To the Yoruba, the world was never empty. It was filled with spirits watching, waiting. At the center of this belief were the Orisha, divine beings who walked between worlds. They were not gods in the distant sky, but forces that lived among the people, guiding, protecting, and sometimes destroying. The connection was sacred through rituals, through chants, through fire and sacrifice. Humans reached beyond the physical, and in those moments, the boundary between worlds began to fade. The gods did not just exist, they responded. Among the Orisha, some carried greater power, forces that shaped kingdoms, commanded nature, and inspired both fear and reverence. Shango, the god of thunder, a king whose power shook the heavens. Lightning answered his call, and fire followed his anger. To invoke his name was to summon the storm itself. Ogun, master of iron, the force behind creation and destruction. Every blade, every tool, every weapon carried his spirit. Without Ogun, civilization itself could not rise. Oshun, the goddess of the river, where Shango brought power. She brought life, beauty, fertility, and the flow of existence itself. But beneath her calm waters lay a force just as deep. The gods did not walk alone. They spoke through chosen vessels, priests and priestesses, men and women who stood between worlds, interpreting the will of the unseen and guiding the living. Through chants, through dance, through sacred rituals, the connection was made. Drums echoed into the night, fires carried prayers into the sky, and for a moment, the physical world and the spiritual became one. Then, everything changed. From distant shores, they came with new beliefs, new laws, and a different understanding of the divine. The old ways were called dangerous, forbidden, erased. Shrines were abandoned, rituals silenced, and the voices of the gods began to fade. The temples fell silent, the rituals disappeared, and the gods faded into memory, or so it seemed. But belief does not vanish. It adapts, it hides. Across generations, in whispers, in traditions, in the unseen, the Orisha remained, not in plain sight, but in symbols, in echoes, in moments that cannot be explained. The presence never truly left. So the question remains, were the gods ever truly gone, or have we simply forgotten how to see them?